But the rest, the big healing, is from the rituals he's doing. Because you believe in the rituals. Yeah, he's giving you a cycle. When I do this now, you know that. When I go, whoop, that means it's all gone. Whoop. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Which sounds deep.
Well, no, it's like this is not new. White folks just discovered this. We've been doing it for thousands of years. That a lot of disease is psychosomatic. A hypochondriac just take pills for everything. They're always sick. Some people ain't hardly ever sick. Because they don't have no sick thoughts. Right? So all this relates to healing the mind over the body. And that's that invitation to murder is to kill that unnatural mind that was dropped into the Negro. Commercial-minded false knowledge. That means identity is the length of eyelashes, and that's a sign of beauty. The address where you live is who you are. And maybe DC, East Coast went like that, but right. Don't sit on me. That's what people said. If you sit on somebody's car, they said, don't sit on me. Why? Because the car you drive determined who you was.
Your personality.
Yeah, it was a personality. Hey man, don't sit on me. That's what we said. Don't sit on me. Not don't sit on the car. Don't sit on me. Get off me, man. What's wrong with you? You gotta get off me. Get off my car. That's my personality. And everything is in. So here we are. The cigarette that niggas smoke, the publications he read, the big drink, the suit he wear, all of that is related to the identity. So what we want to kill that unnatural mentality that links up who you are with what you drive, what you eat, where you live, and all of those things. Of course, I was big at that time, especially during a period of upward mobility. We was talking about sensitivity training, which we want primal therapy. We have margarine, we have tang. What do we have tang? Tang is that false orange juice. People, the kids, say, you give them natural orange juice, I don't like this, it don't taste like tang. Big in those days too, those false penises, vibrators, life-size doll. It wasn't big in America, it was in Europe. Life-size, if you was kind of lonely, you'd get yourself a doll. Blow that boy up, plug it in, put a little juice in it, and you got a girl. That was big. This is 1979, yes. Remember the sexual revolution? Shoot, with white folks. Well, I'd be lonely. Get your sort of life-size doll. I have that in Europe. For every man, and small down to the right, small to the right. That was advertised. It was big. This in California was big. You gotta remember, California is stretched out a little more than other people. Now, the next page. This murder is an ongoing conspiracy. It's justifiable homicide. Justifiable is anything that's a threat or harm or danger. Homicide. Home means man, side means to kill. And then we have mind. Remember, everything related to mind at that time. Kill that mind. Stunning heart condition. Now, these are some studies. Barracuda love micro. But they have a tank, a glass tank. And they have a partition right in the middle of it. The barracuda's on one side and the micro is on the other. So the barracuda eventually gets hungry, so he bam, headed for the micro. He hits the glass partition. Probably a little dizzy, swung back. So I get it this time. Bam! And it swings around. So I just gotta get up some. Getting hungry all the time. So now he's gonna get it. Bam! You know what happens after a while? They take the glass partition up and he swims up to where he was, where the glass partition was, and goes back. No matter how hungry he gets. It's the same thing. They have learned optimism, but they also have trained people to be pessimistic. And this is like the one with the dog. I don't know if y'all, this is old stuff, psychology. They take a dog, they put him in a pen. It's a cage, all of it is wired. It's about learned hopelessness. How to make something hopeless. So the floor is electrified, the sides of the cage is electrified, the top is electrified. So the dog is in there, then they turn up electricity a little bit. He starts yelling and jumping, and he go to this, and it's electrified, they go to this side, it's electrified, try to get up to the top, it's electrified, then they turn it down. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Okay. Anyway, so now the second time around, they turn the juice up a little bit more. And now he's really howling, salivating, defecating, everything. But everything he touched, he can't get out. Turn it off, turn it up again, and now this time he's about to go crazy. I mean, he the snot rolling out his nose, defecating, everything. They turn it down. Then they turn it up again, super high. You know what he does? He just stays there. They've trained him to be hopeless, to be helpless. Learned helplessness. They train the dog to be helpless. They can train the nigger to be the same way. They do all of this stuff. Salam alaikum. Yes. No, I didn't. Just take some rice out of the house and put it in some water and turn on the water and it'll boil the rice. Do you have the on the table, did you get some of the chili down there? Okay, just take plenty of chili and eat that, and in an hour, if y'all can't cook the rice, I'll just put rice in the pan. Fill the rice up just enough to cover, just enough water to cover the rice, and then turn it on. Yes, modern people won't do much. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. So now this is learned helplessness. Okay. This is a scientific and a sociological approach. If you notice, all of our stuff was sociological and scientific. Anyone that want to change it, that you'd have to, this is what science is. If you want to survive, you either have to adjust to your environment where you have to change your environment. That's a law. That means we have to adjust to being shot, beat upside the head, going to jail, 13th Amendment, adjust to it. Or we have to change it. It's just a rule of science. If you want to survive, you adjust to that or change it. So it's not something you make up, it's just a rule. Okay, the psychological part deals with the mind. Deals with the mind that they formed. Remember, the reason that we're, especially at that time, 1980, 81, 1979, we've had a chance to study now. If all of this sounds exactly like what we say today, well, it is. Jihad in Oakland, jihad against ignorance, poverty, all of that. It's always been like that. That's where we've been coming from all along. But what do we have to kill? We have to kill that trained mind. The system has trained us to fail. So, the barracuda that loves micro is trained by that glass barrier. You can't make it, so he turns back and goes around. When they pull up the barrier, it's gone. The dog is shocked so bad that he defecates, loses all the bodily functions, everything goes. But he didn't try to the top, try the side. And when he lays down, it shocks him. Every part of the cage is a shock. Every part of America has been a shock for the Negro. Don't make no difference where he went. If he went in education, it's a shock. If he went into business, they had something against him. It didn't make a difference. Pretty soon, if that person is not aware, he'll give up. That's the difference between an African that come here and the Negro born here. Now, during this period, this is the period of, if you can't beat the system, join it. We're going to work within the system. That's the terminology they use. Okay. We didn't have mayors, congressmen, we didn't have everything. Working in the system. We had a whole black caucus, whatever they call it. We got Negroes everywhere. We got them the head of organizations and institutions in the government. Negroes are not carrying buckets of water now. They telling white folks what to do. But they telling them what the system demands.
To be trained.
Do you think the people care what color you are? They care about the system working. A black judge give you as much time as a white judge.
He won't.
He can't do anything else. He's part of the system. So, as then as now, you have to change the system, the whole process. Well, I'll go on about the oak tree. Might as well. I did the dog thing, okay, yeah. Oak tree. Oak is one of the biggest, heaviest woods that it is. I'm from Oakland, so we see oak trees all the time. Now, I was in a Japanese garden somewhere along the line. It could have been California, LA, but I saw this oak tree, and it was about this tall, it was a dwarf. It was a beautiful tree. And the guy said, yeah, that tree is 100 years old. That's 100 years old. I said, it's an oak tree, ain't it? He said, yeah, well, you know, my grandfather, when he planted it, he dealt with it a certain way. Every now and then he would clip it at the bottom, clip it at the top, and transplant it. So now I have it, it's a decoration, it's an ornament. It's beautiful, but it's a dwarf. In other words, you can create a dwarf. Clip it at the bottom, clip it at the top, and transplant it. So, if you have a human being, you cut off his roots. We knew nothing about Africa, nothing about Islam, nothing about nothing. You don't have to tell nobody from Pakistan, from anywhere, Africa, when they come here, they already know you got to do this, that, and another for your family. You have to be taught that. It's natural. Everybody knows that. But if you got a whole system designed to destroy every iota of that in you, then some of it is gonna, like the welfare system, all of that. The welfare system, you can't have no man in the house and get welfare. Right? And he can't get a job. And if he can't pay child support, they take the nigga's license, driver's license. There's probably 3 jobs left in the world that you can get without a driver's license. And if you're gonna work somewhere, they may have you way out in the woods, you have to catch 10 buses to get there. So you have to get up at 5 o'clock to get to work at 8 o'clock without a car. And you can't drive. The stuff they do don't make sense unless it's designed to kill niggas. That's basically what we've been saying all the time. The whole system is designed. Clip them at the bottom. Clip them at the top. Couldn't read, couldn't write, slave and write, so they couldn't read, write, all of that right. Clip them at the bottom. Clip him at the top and transplant him over here in a whole new place you don't know nothing about. And then the one that hates him, that's enslaved him, teaches him who he is.